Go for it.
All right, this is the pre-start because we have someone who is a little late. So
We're being forced to wait thanks to a gigantic super thought.
it's yeah, that's how it goes.
You know, like how it usually are.
Mm-hmm. Hate it when it happens.
There's no way I can like feature your channels or anything, can I? I just have to like write it in the description.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's possible to have to set up a night bot so that it automatically occasionally tells people who's playing or put a command under it.
Uh, Josh, what's your stream under? Breagle.
Breagle_bird.
Just need to make sure.
2395. Bloody, what was your stream under? Was it just Bloody High Claw?
Yeah.
Okay. And then two losers that don't stream.
I mean, I used to stream. I still have my stream.
Yeah,
Used to
I
being
and
the
I
keyword.
and I used to jump rope regularly, and now I'm fat.
I used to be the champion of skip it.
The best thing of them all, there's a counter on the wall.
Lawsuit, lawsuit.
Wait, Andrew, what was your stream under? It was like Lando, or was it what is it now, or what does it used to be?
Let me actually look that up real quick.
And then I'm just gonna put Blazing Cat because I'm pretty sure that's what Craig's was. Andrew
Jesus.
Ponyman.
It was Pardue Woot Dog.
Pardue. And I'm just gonna put Pardue. Cool. That's gonna be the longest title ever.
Yeah, I just wanted to go with the name Pardue, and then Bob was like, "No, you got to add something to it." And then he was just like going over random words, and he's just like, "It's Woot Dog now. It's Pardue Woot Dog now." And I was like, "I guess that's my life now."
This is my life now.
Let's see. So, Bloody B Dog. Any questions before we actually get started on any of this? Any like last minute things you guys can possibly think of?
Well, I guess if we're because you were mentioning the whole role playing
Mm-hmm.
thing. I mean, I guess I can also provide voices for any NPCs that you want to
I'll do
add
most
or
of it.
something.
I'll do most of it. Don't worry. Like
Besides that,
I can
though,
already imagine all the NPCs are having deep voices.
yeah, all the NPCs are just Mickey.
Greetings, young traveler.
Journey far and wide into the realm of this world.
Oh God, no, no. Shoot, that's interesting. Hey B Dog, can you type something into my chat or somebody? Somebody doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to make sure that this is not that chat, but the actual like Twitch chat. You know, I'm like looking at my like recent follows and my most. Oh, nice! It does pop up. Cool. Fixed it. Got that. Subscribe to PewDiePie. I agree.
Oh god, it actually goes across the top.
Yeah. The more you type, it'll keep going up and up and up. So, hey, it's a cool background. I liked it.
Oh, it looks pretty good.
Now, I'd love to show the actual D&D screen if I could, but someone's missing. So Josh, is it pronounced David or David?
David.
Okay. I'm gonna have someone call him David.
Ah, you misunderstand. My name is Dadi.
Oh God.
Okay, that one was what you thought it was. Yeah, that was a voice I used to do. Was that a bridge
Whoa.
natural voice?
What the?
Okay, say this we can handle. Crazy, we're not paid enough.
Need to put this show nameplate. Nice. I'm trying to like find something I can like read.
There we go. I accidentally disconnected my microphone and it caused all sorts of audio problems, but I fixed it now.
Nice. Dramatis personae. There is so much I have to read in this book. It's interesting. I just wish I had an actual physical copy of this module.
Right.
Because I mean, it's nice having it digitally, but I'd rather just have it in my hand and actually swipe through it.
Honestly, it feels like a D&D experience would be even more fun and authentic with a physical book than online.
Yeah, it honestly is.
Like, just the thought of it sounds more interesting to me.
Mm. I'm glad that we've been on the screen for 15 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, it's okay.
I should just start putting up images. I'm like, here's a picture of my dog.
Here's Lubu in his underwear.
Here's the picture of my dog's poop that my girlfriend decided to send me today.
John, the dog took a poop. Look.
I'm so proud of that
Three
doggo.
different pictures. It was awful. I was just trying to drink my thing, and then it's just, here you go. I'm like, well, I'm not baptized anymore. And I'm guessing your name's pronounced Barnaby, Andrew?
Yes.
Barnaby Stonehorde of Clan Stonehorde.
Just putting dead memes across your stream. Just
Okay.
let you know.
Man, I feel like I just half-assed my character's name. Everyone else is like full names, and then there's just me. I'm Varys.
You have about however long till Craig gets back to add on to your name.
No, it's funny this way.
Varys the Stormcaller. Varys the Windblade.
Hello? Okay, there.
Finally.
There.
Hey!
We
Hey,
just tried
sorry,
to
I had to
make
cut
him-
down my tree and do all the other shit.
Out of nowhere.
He went Animal Crossing on that yard.
Pretty much. You can actually see the front of my house.
Whoa, that's weird.
Whoa.
I'm not used
Yeah,
to
I know,
that.
right?
Okay, so are we finally ready? You ready, Craig? Oh wait, you need to
Can I
change your
take a
name.
shower first real quick? Like 10 minutes?
Uh,
I'm like fucking dirty. Like, I'm really dirty.
okay, fine.
Okay.
We'll go on for another 10 minutes.
just edit in the Monty Python intermission.
Yeah, wait, here. I'm gonna actually let me look for this. Might as well, since we're not really doing too much.
Yeah. I might as well put that up.
What color was it for Holy Grail? It was red, right?
I think it was it just alternated colors. But it was like blue, green, purple. Like it just changed all different kinds of colors, so you could literally use any format as long as it says intermission.
Dang it! I was really hoping that there was a GIF of it.
I'm surprised there's not.
Oh, there. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
that's loud.
Stop! Yeah, there is. Holy hell!
That was loud. I found it though.
Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It was funny.
All right, don't worry. I got us.
Okay.
There it is.
Perfect. There we go. That works now. Intermission. Hey, at least now, if I go back to the stream, I know where we kinda are almost ready. Yeah, I need to put the music. Nah. I was thinking about adding some music to this campaign, but I did not have time.
Sounds like you'd have to go through a lot of music to find what you need.
Yeah. Well, I might do it for some later parts when I actually have time to actually prep everything.
Yeah.
But I only prepped oh so much. I can't wait till you guys. I can't wait till you guys decide to go somewhere I did not prep. It's gonna be great.
It'll be like DM of the Rings.
You guys end up in the Shire. Yeah, you guys end up in the Shire for some reason.
He's gonna be like, fly, you fools, and we're like, all right, who knows how to cast fly?
Just spend multiple turns attempting to cast it.
Everybody's hanging on to one person as he's just like kind of trying to float up into the air.
Oh my god, that would have been the best if we did a Dungeons and Dragons roleplay of Lord of the Rings, and I was still playing the mage. I was still portraying the type of character I have right now. I would go, everyone, grab onto me. I know how to fly. And everyone's like, why aren't we flying yet? Oh, you actually believe me? I honestly didn't think I'd get this far.
But thanks for the touch.
Yeah, but thanks. It's been a while since I've been given a hug.
Looks like we're walking to the Shire, boys. It's that thing that was the comic and was like, Legolas, what do your anime eyes see? And he's like, those bakas, they're taking Hobbit Sean to Mordor.
I just can't wait to fit 99 pounds of stuff in my pack.
Good luck
Out
with
of
that.
100.
Good luck with that. I'm gonna make you do a strength check each time you walk.
Sweet. So that means
Each
I'll
step.
just be tripping and smashing my face into the ground every step I take.
Roll.
And everyone will be like, are you okay? And I'll be like, I'm fine. Take a step, fall over. Don't worry about it.
And then depending on how heavy it is, I'm gonna make you take damage each time.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Go on without me.
Here, David, carry it.
Shit.
You know what? Screw it. Summons a familiar. Carry this.
It's that thing I saw. It was like if you cast Reduced Person on yourself and you're like a gnome or something, and then you can use Mage Hand to like pick yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Nice. I really wonder where you guys are gonna go here. I'm actually interested.
Oh, man.
I am just absolutely amused by the scrolling text.
Hey, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah. It's a pretty neat feature, honestly.
So if I just do something like, okay,
Yep, and I'll just keep going
does
up.
not quite work that way.
I like though that like the text moves across the screen, but like it goes from top to bottom. So if like multiple messages appear all at once, it'll just have one at the top going first, and then the rest are like slowly behind it.
It's actually kind of cool.
Can create a wave of letters.
Okay. Actually, let me go grab my real life dice when I want to roll in real life. One second.
Look, I rolled the dice. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I don't know what it landed on.
I'm just saying, I don't know how I got this third 20 in a row. It's just happening, guys. I swear.
Honestly, guys, I think I'm just that skilled.
Alright, now I got my real life dice. Also, Andrew, did I ever give you back your mini dice? Because I think you left them at my place a long ass time ago.
You remember what color they were?
I don't remember.
Because I have my.
They were like the grayish orange ones, I think.
Because the only mini dice I had were the clear blue ones, and then I had an assortment of colored dice.
Mm.
And that one's been missing for a while, so that may have been the one I left at your place. I don't know.
I'll check. I'll have to look at it again. Because I always forget that I was going to give it back to you. And then, like, I just leave it inside my drawer and I just forget all about it.
You know, now that I think about it, with the character background I gave my character, I can use voices.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. I always say, with the characters, characterization doesn't really happen until the campaign happens.
Remember, if you're ever faced with a hard decision, just remember the phrase, "What would your character do?"
Yeah.
Verisark, I need you to cast heroism on me. I don't know you anything. Just runs away. Later on, he's like, Veris, what the hell, man? It's like, what? Sorry, man. I just didn't see the opportunity to help you.
Yeah, and that was a spell slot you're trying to make me use. You know what else? You know what I could have used that spell slot on? Use his wizard bad touch. Like right there.
Y'all are gonna hate me during this playthrough with Wizard
God.
Bad Touch.
I'll put it this way: like you can't be any worse than the healers I had when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV the other night.
Well, see, I don't know. Are the healers the type that make it look like they're healing you, but in actuality only heal themselves for 1 point?
Okay, in all fairness, yeah, if you were doing that, that probably wouldn't be the best use of your time. Although, I'm also imagining like the version of Kingdom Hearts where Mickey is just kind of a dick to everybody. And I feel like that would be the better version of the story if Mickey just didn't take shit from no one in that game.
But I need to find Riku.
Sora, this is the last time I'm going to say this. And I assure you, if you make me say it again, you're not going to be able to walk for a long time.
Oh my god.
And it's the same thing whenever my friend's playing Danganronpa. Every time Monokuma's on screen, I use my Mickey Mouse voice.
I mean, it works.
It does.
It
Not
works
wrong in
just
using
fine.
it.
It's people love it when I do when I do Monokuma with Mickey Mouse.
Also, on the little chat bubbles, does that mean that you're typing something on the top right? I never actually knew.
For what, in the D&D thing?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It only tells people if you're typing while you're on the page, but I think it does give like a little notification. If
Yeah,
you're not
because
on
like
the
if you look
chat
at
tab.
if you look at Craig's and Bloody's, then It has that like bubble.
Oh no, that just means they're muted.
Ah,
It's saying that they're restricting themselves to the text box.
okay.
Which I mean, as long as we can still communicate with them, that's fine.
Yeah. Trying to get your page ready. Got this page ready. Yeah. I don't know if I ever fixed that page. We'll figure it out.
By the way, do you have um for the joke we were discussing earlier when I was deciding my character's portrait?
Mm-hmm.
Do you just like have the alternative icon, or do I?
Oh, you could actually click and drag random pictures into this technically.
So like I can click and drag it over my portrait here at the bottom of the screen.
Um, we'll mess with it later.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you guys know you're not gonna be in anytime soon.
Right.
Well, I mean, you guys can be in fairly quickly, but you guys will see.
It depends on how we play and what you have in store for us.
Yeah, exactly. That's the spirit.
Just waiting for that moment where, Craig finally comes back. We get started 5 minutes in. Oh, the party's dead. Make new characters.
I can't
This
wait
is
for
true.
that moment.
This is
5
true.
minutes and counting.
Oh, even
Oh,
better.
hell.
All right, guys. So Beholder comes out from behind. Says
Oh,
you
I'm
are
dead.
all really ugly.
I cry.
Okay, Craig, are you finally ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget to change your name.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Don't be gigantic super thought on my stream.
Are you sure?
It's a kid stream. You can't be a thought.
Yeah, this is a kid's stream. Only lots of swearing.
Gigantic, art thou a super thought? Yes, I am.
Whoa, what the? That's weird. Why'd I do that?
Okay.
All right. Finally.
What's a
You
super
see, son. Well, you see, son.
Okay. Let's see. Where did I start now? Okay, guys. So let's start off with the background. So we're gonna be in the Savage Frontier. It's also known as the North. It's a cold, rugged, sparsely populated land of snow-capped mountains, rocky hills, sprawling forests, and foggy vales, isolated strongholds, ancient burial grounds. A lot of those lost, forgotten empire kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's also bounded by the Sea of Swords, which is to the west, and then the desert of Anarush is to the east. It's kind of like almost in the middle of everyone. Obviously, it's in the north where it's a lot colder. Giants are fairly common. They're not like, oh my god, you just go down the street, there's a giant everywhere, but they have their own little holds. They're definitely not super out of the ordinary. But most recently, evil dragons started stirring around like the area, and for some reason, it's been agitating the giants. So all these giants are starting to threaten all the civilization that's already up in the north. So that's where you guys are going to be coming in. So you guys are a newly formed party of adventurers. You guys are impressed by each other's fighting skill and cunning. You have all decided to travel to test your mettle and hone your skills together. Coming from the town of Daggerford, you hear a rumbling of a seemingly simple and easy first job as a group to take on together. The town of Nightstone has recently put up a notice for adventurers to help deal with their constant goblin troubles. The pay is all right. It's pretty good. It's a nice way to start off your adventure as a group. So you guys decide to head to Nightstone on the next coming day. Let's see. Let me move you guys over here. And you can scroll down a bit. There's going to be a, let's see.
Us
Yeah, all your characters.
and a random
So,
thing in the
yeah,
middle.
and a random thing in the middle. That was Barnaby, but he never decided to give me his token, so he's just that for right now.
I did
That
though.
odd.
Yeah, but you gave it to me so late. You gave it to me 10 minutes before we started streaming. So you are that for right now. I fixed it for all the other screens. But all right, so on the way to Nightstone, you guys are all properly introducing yourselves because you guys haven't really like said as much to you guys. You guys are like, wow, you're really good at this. You're really good at that. So this is around the time when you're gonna actually start getting to know each other because it is quite a long walk from Daggerford to Nightstone. All right, so who wants to start that?
I think I'm gonna be walking up to Barnaby, and I'm gonna be saying, I remember you. I did a few jobs for you a few months back.
Oh, you did. Good to see someone I can trust here.
Yeah. Whew.
Let's gather ye round, friends. Introduce yourselves, for I am Barnaby Stonehorde.
There sure is a lot of guys in our group.
As
Are
he
you
as
implying
wait as you slightly remember that you're the one who decided to join this party.
Thanks
Your
to
blank
myself,
your blank
blind.
expression. You're just like, wait, none of you are chicks. Dang. All right, continue.
That's my that's my exact expression. I'm just thinking to myself, why? We're gonna need some women on this team.
All right. Yes,
Hello.
as the party is slowly walking towards Nightstone, everyone just suddenly gets quiet. They're just very awkward around each other. This is like the first time they ever met, even though they did talk to each other in Daggerford just a little bit, but now they're all a little gun shy.
I think I was drunk.
Only a little bit.
I think a lot.
You got to work on holding your liquor, boy. The real sign of a man's man.
Or more man than you can ever be.
Oh, please,
I
I could
looked
drink
down
you
upon
into
you.
a coma.
Which person is that? Okay.
Varus says with a very sly grin. Never introduces his name, just says that only.
Who brought this guy that looked like a girl?
If
I
you-
probably would.
Who's standing next to me right now?
I am.
Put my
And
hand-
you are?
I go to put my arm over Furuyasu's shoulders. Hi, by the way, I'm Varus.
Oh my. I slapped his hand around.
I
Hand
heard
off
I
my
heard that
shoulder.
little complaint the other day, and oh, who needs women?
Oh
And I'm so. I don't remember anything about what happened, but I don't roll that way. I
am
must
I
have been.
am I creeping you out? Am I?
How heavy is the dwarf?
Take the silence.
I'd be weighing about 103 pounds or so. Don't have much on me outside of that.
I throw the dwarf at the elf.
Make a strength check,
That'd be a post-grapple check.
and then yeah,
Oh
Po-
god, he's strong.
yeah, make a post grapple check and grapple against each other.
I'm probably gonna get killed by this.
Grapple.
Oh, hell.
All right.
Oh, hell.
Is it strength?
Oh my God.
Got him.
As Motoyasu lifts up the really angry dwarf.
What are you doing, boy? Put me down.
He's barely able to hold him up as Barnaby is making a big fuss over it. But then he tosses he tosses the dwarf straight at the elf. Varus, make a dexterity check.
All right. Yeah. And that's what is it that I'm rolling for that?
Go to your character sheet. So and then just do dexterity save. So it's in saving throws.
Yeah, a D20 plus whatever your dex bonus is.
Mhm.
Okay.
Come on, fail this check. Or whatever the save is for it.
If you guys are just doing this on the way to, you guys are just walking there, and you just decide to bowl the dwarf into the elf.
Everyone else is just sitting there.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we are not
So-
rolling well so far.
All right.
Got him.
Ah, yes.
As you try to dodge, you trip over your own feet. You head first into each other's faces, nearly kissing.
Oh
Ah,
God.
at least buy me a drink first. Damn.
Why would I? I don't know you anything.
Oh boy. The very quiet cleric just stares at you guys.
In all fairness, he started it. Pointing towards Motoyasu.
I didn't start nothing.
I had
What do
nothing
you-
to do with this.
Oh boy.
All I did was make a joke to try and let everybody, try to break the ice, and you threw a dwarf at me.
I broke the ice.
Well, in all fairness, hello, Voss. My name's Barnaby. How you doing?
Nice to meet you too, Barnaby. I'm doing pretty good. I think we'll become great friends.
Oh,
Hi.
boy. All right.
I'm
So
glad you two are gonna get along just
well.
just fine as I continue to move away from them.
You could say we were a stone's throw apart in friendship.
Aha! Just the man I'm looking for. One with a sense of humor.
Oh God. All right. So Stowe, do you want to introduce yourself to the party?
Are you a girl under that hood?
As Stowe just stares directly into your eyes.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be attracted to that or not.
Hi.
In a very meek voice, Stowe just says, "Sup." Very nice. All right. So let's continue on. You guys are almost at Nightstone. So after following the trail for about 10 miles, you hear the ringing of a bell. The sound grows louder as Nightstone comes into view. So, let's see. Need to move over to where you guys are. Alright, so a river flows around the settlement, forming a moat. The village itself is contained with a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple, and a high-pitched rooftop of several other buildings. Apart from the ringing of the bell, you detect no other activity in the village. The trail ends before the lowered drawbridge that spans the moat. Beyond the drawbridge, two stone watchtowers flank an open gap in the palisade. South of the village and surrounded by the river moat is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill on which stands a stone keep enclosed by a wooden wall. The keep, which is overlooked, that overlooks the village, has partially collapsed. A wooden bridge that once connected the keep to the village has also partially collapsed. So, you guys are making your way up. You guys can move your tokens. Feel free to. You guys can move up because that's you're heading north.
So we hear the bell ringing.
Mhm.
Is there any? Can I climb this tree and see if I can spot what's why they're ringing it?
Sure. Make a athletics check.
Oh fuck! I left athletics.
I can't see the map.
Can I use acrobatics instead?
Yes, you can actually use acrobatics if you just want to try to make some pretty
Scroll to
decent
the bottom.
Yeah,
fat
scroll down.
leaps.
I am all the way down.
I got a 15.
15.
I'm gonna reload the page.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me see. Got that. So you get to the top of the tree. You know it's a little bit dark because it is evening. It's starting to get pretty. It's around twilight time.
Okay.
So you look into the village. You just see the bell on the temple ringing just constantly, and it's just constant ringing. You don't know why, but you also do notice that the village doesn't seem quite right now.
Seems empty-ish.
Yeah, it seems very not alive.
Deserted.
Very.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna slide back down and relay what I saw to the others and just say, yeah, I think that's not normal.
To action! I
Yes,
start running down the road.
I'm gonna follow him,
Are you guys just gonna run?
loading up my heavy crossbow as I go.
As the others are just way behind.
As we leave the
Action, and then
To action
Just
as Stowe and Barnaby just stare at them
I-
longingly.
How far was this town?
I
You guys are
actually
fair.
can't see the
You guys
map.
are getting close.
Wait, what?
The map is the black screen to me.
Oh, let me make sure you
Scroll
can
down.
actually. Yeah, you should be able to control them. Yeah, because you're. I'll double check to make sure you're actually able to control. Yeah, you should be able to. You're definitely there. Move up. I'm gonna move you up around where they're at, and see if you can see yourself at all. Cause that's interesting. Cause everyone else can see. Here, I'm gonna. Let me see if I can make a giant. Do you see this giant square
yeah, I see the giant square.
that I drew? Okay,
It is a big square.
Andrew, can you see that? As
See it
Barnaby
anywhere,
just
Barnaby?
stares at the water.
Yeah, I can't seem to see a thing.
Come on.
Let me. Because it says you're able to control him, and that means you should be able to see. Oh, I see. I know why. I know why. I'll fix it for you.
Because
You
blind
can
monk.
now see.
I'm Lee Sin, the blind monk.
Yes.
Can you see
Oh,
now?
there it is. Now I can see it.
I forgot that since I had to change your token because you gave it to me 10 minutes before the stream. I had to.
I like how that's his reasoning. For this.
I had to set up your token to actually see, but I would have gotten that done a lot sooner if I actually had that token sooner.
By the way, the dragon eats your head off. You give me your token 10 minutes before.
Well,
All
if
right.
you didn't fucking sooner, you would have dodged the dragon.
All right, so we're all moving.
Yep. So you guys are moving up. All right. So you guys are at the drawbridge right now. So
Do you see anyone?
make a perception check.
Can all of us make one?
Go ahead. Oh.
Oh, I can't see shit. I don't see shit. There's nothing out of the ordinary here.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
So,
It's a bridge.
so for perception, what am I doing here?
The literal word perception.
Yeah, there's a perception in the skills thing.
I got a 19. Nice.
Or you can do what
Because it's
Barnaby
based
did.
off your wisdom.
All right.
Nothing
Anybody else gonna roll
out
for
of the
perception?
ordinary.
What did I get? Well,
You got a 16.
16.
And then Stowe, did you want to make one, or are you just gonna nod silently?
I'm trying to find perception.
Okay. Yeah, it's so go on your character sheet. It's right where like all the words like athletics and
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Found it.
Yep, you just click that. 11.
11.
All right. So David, David Barnaby, and Varus, what you guys can see, you guys can actually see the little footprints on the bridge towards going towards the village. But you still don't see much. And then especially with the sound of the bell did get a lot louder, and it's a little bit harder to hear everyone. And then Stowe and yeah, Stowe, you can kind of tell that there's some footprints, but you're not really like paying too much attention. You're just focused more on your own thing. And then good old
There's nothing wrong here, guys. I
Yep.
think we should tell him to stop ringing this dumbbell.
Whose footprints are
yeah,
these?
yeah, that's good old Motoyasu for you. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm going in to tell them to stop ringing the dumbbell.
Okay.
That's probably not a good idea.
I say we follow to make sure that he doesn't. get
Yeah,
his
he's
head
gonna
cut
get
off.
himself hurt.
All right, let's go. Yeah,
Why are there giant rocks in here?
All right.
Oh
Hi, those
boy.
boulders.
All right. So you guys got any questions about those rocks?
Did they look like they fell in like some sort of trajectory, or did they just land straight from the sky?
So the rocks they seem very odd. They're not just any small rocks. They're actual giant boulders everywhere. And with the under the boulders, you can actually tell that there's some poor souls trapped under there. They've been long dead, but it's just a small casualty you cannot fix.
Damn.
Can I?
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
It's a rock.
The pioneers used to drive these babies for miles.
Forget about the pioneers. We need to find out where these came from.
Alright. hmm
Can
But yeah,
I-
do they look like they have like a small trail like where they were thrown just so I can take cover?
They seem very random. There's not very they did, like while looking around the town, you could just kind of see that there's not really a rhyme or a reason where anything is. Some are inside, from what you can tell, some are inside the houses. It's a little bit harder to tell since it's almost getting to nighttime.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll just be wary and kind of wait for everyone to move forward because I'm probably not the best to do that.
All right.
Um,
So what do you
I'd
guys want to
like
do in this
to-
area?
I'd like to inspect the rock to see if there's any signs of it, of where it came from.
Okay. Make a. Let me see what kind of check would be proper. Do 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 do. Just make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Oh. As up, and before that happens, as Barnaby steps forward, he hears gnawing on the side, some really loud snarls, only being drowned out by the bell towards their left.
Oi, that's something over there.
Okay, and then
I'm gonna take aim.
okay, and then Varus. So with your investigation, pretty much everything I just told you, you can't really tell too much else other than it came from the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely confirm, guys. These rocks fell from the sky somehow. Wish I could tell you more, but
As you walk towards Barnaby and David, you notice that they're getting ready, but you don't know for what.
Barnaby would point it
yeah.
out to Varus.
I'm pretty sure my aiming can technically point them to where we heard the noise.
Okay.
Keep your eyes about you. We don't know what's out there.
All right. So if you guys look to the right, there's actually. Do you guys want to go a little bit closer, or what do you guys want to do with this situation?
I'm gonna try and stealth behind one of the rocks and get a better look.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me.
I'll go with you.
Okay, both of you make a stealth check. 11, 17.
17.
All right. So as Barnaby goes towards this rock, I'm guessing you wanted to go towards this rock, right here,
It was either gonna be the one above, if I
or
can,
the one above. One
Yeah.
above. Okay. Where did you want to go?
because I'm gonna be about right here-ish.
Okay. And
I
where?
was gonna attempt to go like here-ish.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So from what you guys can tell, you can see two wargs, th- and some like hound-like creatures, just fighting over a piece of meat. You can't really distinguish what kind of meat it is, but it is like very dead.
I know that these aren't natural to like the surrounding area, are they?
Somewhat. So with wargs, they're not obviously they aren't going to be in villages, but like in the north, they're not fairly common, but they're not fairly uncommon either.
Right.
What's everyone else going to do? As Motoyasu, Stowe, and Varus just stare longingly.
I'm going to hang back and
Okay.
wait to hear from those who went out to inspect the situation.
Okay. Just reminding you that there is ringing, and it's extremely loud. That's the only
Where's
reason the wargs cannot hear you right now.
where is the
Ringing?
yeah, where's the ringing coming from?
It's coming from
Also, where's the ruler?
the ruler is this. Wait, oh, I didn't click on it. So the ruler is this. It's on the. It's like the circle with the ruler in it.
Snap the center? Oh, okay, yeah, there
Yep.
we go.
Yep.
So it's in
So
which
so
direction?
so from your direction, from what you can hear it from towards this area.
This area? Up
Yep.
north? Okay.
Towards the north. It was a lot louder when you were right next to this particular rock.
Okay, so it's roughly somewhere around here-ish.
Yeah, this area.
In fact, actually, I can see the graveyard.
Barnaby cannot hear a damn thing.
Wait, actually, or
Yeah. The bell is extremely loud right next to you.
oh, I thought you meant. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you meant I couldn't hear the bell, and I was like, wait a minute.
Is this a building?
You want to walk closer to it? From what you can tell, yes, it's a building. You want to make any kind of check? We'll see what kind of building it is.
It's like I can't see the building. Is like, am I in front of the building or?
You are on the side of the building.
Okay.
Can I?
Is it a church?
From what it looks like, yes, it does look like some kind of temple, but you don't know to what. You could always ask somebody and see if they know what kind of temple it is.
I walk over to Stu and yell at him to ask him if he knows what kind of temple that is, because he looks like that kind of person.
I know nothing about that kind of religion.
You could always try.
You can always see if you could remember something.
Yeah. Make
That's
a
what
make
the
a
religion skill is.
Yep. Make a religion check for me. Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Whoa.
So that's a natural 20. So you super know about this. You just didn't want to actually tell him, but you sigh a bit at his stupidity, like as if everyone should know what kind of temple it is. So the temple is dedicated to Lathander, the god of dawn, and is also partially dedicated to Maliki, the goddess of forests. Do you want to relay the information at all? Or you just want to withhold it from him? Just be like, just stare at him judgingly.
Oh, sorry, I just got lost in thought.
Well, I'm gonna take that as a no.
All right. So, what else do you guys want to do?
I'm
I'm
going
not talking to
to.
these two.
I'd like to inspect the source that's causing this bell to keep ringing.
Okay.
Looks pretty empty of a town for a bell to keep moving like
Mhm.
that. So I'm just gonna.
Are we just gonna forget the ward?
Well, the wolves can't hear us.
They're
They
they
can't hear us, but they probably can see us.
they're a little preoccupied with the meat they're fighting over. But as you guys are constantly bickering and trying to figure out what to do, the wargs are starting to look like they're finishing their food.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna slip back to the group and
Just gonna stop right here.
we should get moving. They're finishing up soon.
are you
Oh,
talking
oh,
about? No one
oh,
told me
Varus. Oh, Varus.
What?
As you move towards that area, one of the wargs actually does notice you and starts to snarl.
Oh, god damn it!
Well, guess we have no choice but to fight.
As the warg gets ready to run towards you, do you have any final thoughts?
Asking to save him.
God. I came, I saw, almost kissed,
Kissed another dude.
just another dude.
Sodomy.
all in all, pretty successful life. If you ask me.
All right, so roll initiative, guys.
It wouldn't happen to be a roll for me to just take a couple steps backwards in a cartoon.
No, it's too late. You just walked into their straight perception, like they're straight, like you literally you didn't sneak or anything. You just decided to walk right there.
Wait, no, you wanted to send the result of the roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Huh.
Wait, so if I had a 21, so if I... Oh, okay, I have to click my thing.
Yep.
There we go, okay.
So, put in your number into the turn order,
21.
and then Stowe got 12.
Right, so it's an initiative.
Don't let me put my pen in.
You might have to do it like manually,
I am. Okay, there goes.
and then you have to hit enter.
I wasn't doing that.
All right, and then
it-
initiative for the wargs.
Oh, there it is. So, this is mine. I've got the worst. Oh, one of the
Are
worst.
you whispering the DM so you can?
He's like, please, I just started.
I only just lived.
Look, buddy, I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
20.
Don't do me like they did Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh boy. 19. I'm just moving you guys around to actually have the turn order in correct spots. 15, 14.
Well, at least as long as the one in front isn't. Never mind. The one in front is the first one.
Yep.
I saw the 6. I was like, as long as that's the one behind. Nope.
Oh no!
This is great already.
You're screwed, I think.
I probably am.
Yeah. You never know. He can be friendly as he snarls really loudly with a piece of like some kind of indistinguishable meat in his teeth. All right. So what the warg's gonna do? He's actually gonna go run straight to Varus.
Oh god.
And let me see how much movement that is.
Should be about 45.
Oh,
40.
poor
40.
poor Varus.
Oh god.
Runs straight to you. The warg also does notice the other party members now and gets even angrier. And
When
then
did those get there?
yeah, and they're like, "What? More food?" So
They can
now,
speak.
well, it's thinking more food.
Okay, it's thinking more food. I was
It's thinking aloud.
Yeah, it's essentially thinking aloud. Unless you want to make animal handling, I'll see if you can actually probably think what he wants to do.
I
I'll
do
get.
not think I would survive.
I don't know if you'll actually survive if I hit you with this, but I'm gonna hit you with a bite. So that's gonna be 5 to hit, 5d6. So I'm gonna roll d20.
Let's see if he hits.
Well, +5. I don't know what's your AC. Let me. I'll find it. Don't worry. You don't have to say it out loud.
I'm pretty sure it hit.
I'm pretty sure too. I'm just delaying the inevitable. 12.
Well, it got an 8. I mean, it must
Yeah, but plus
Well.
5, and I'm a wizard, so
Oh.
my armor class isn't that high.
Oh my
Don't
god.
worry.
Let's see, dude. Oh no. Uh, just because the warg decides to actually bite at you, but it still has that other piece of meat stuck in its tooth, so it doesn't hurt as much as it would have. So you're gonna take 1d6 plus 3 damage. So let me roll that.
Good knowing you guys.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
whisper it? You should whisper
No.
it to your stream, so we don't see it. You just tell us it. The pain.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll it. /rolling d6 plus.
Oh no, because what's it? Joey just rolled his.
Yeah.
Either or.
Well, you get to see how much damage he takes. Oh my god.
Oh, the 6!
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, that was lower damage too, wasn't it?
That was lower damage too.
So how is Harris doing over there?
All right.
rip.
All right, Varys. So you are knocked out.
Oh shit.
So you
That thing had a piece of meat in its mouth.
yeah, and that
He still died.
all right.
If
All
you
right.
get mauled by a beast, it doesn't matter how much meat's in its mouth; it can still knock you out cold.
As the ward comes to you, rushes towards you, trying to is just snarling. It still has that piece of meat in its mouth. It just runs straight at you and bites a piece of your shoulder, and you're like, oh my god, this is the worst kind of pain I've ever felt in my life. And you start crying, snobbing, and you just yelled it, and then you just have one final word you can say to the other guys before you pass out.
For God's sakes, throw me a spear!
You got it, buddy.
As Varys falls down to the ground, he's not dead, but he's also not critical, right? Well, he's not critical yet.
No, I still can be saved.
Yep, he can still be saved.
Wow, first action, and I almost died.
All right, so now it's David's turn.
All right. Well, I don't get advantage on this because he's down.
No.
But I'm gonna shoot anyway.
Does that mean you're in disadvantage? No, it's almost nighttime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he has dark vision. He's good.
No, it's because of his class. Remember, when there is sun, he gets disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you made it Twilight, so I'm happy.
Yeah, so you're good. So 16, does that hit? Yeah. A 16 does hit.
All right, let's see the damage.
Let's see. 13.
Wow.
Ooh. Get that. So, a random heavy crossbow bolt just comes straight out of nowhere after Varys gets down. Goes straight into the neck of the warg. And the warg just starts going, "Ah!" I can't, like, you can barely hear it screaming because of that loud ass bell. But you can tell that it's definitely in pain, and it dropped the other piece of meat.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Thanks.
Any other action you wanted to do before?
I'm gonna take a few steps back to this rock.
As you go even farther away.
He gets mauled by a different one from behind. That feels so
Yeah,
bad.
the fourth warg comes.
There we go.
Gee.
What?
All right, Barnaby, it's your go now.
Just a good 70.
Aye. I'm gonna move a couple tiles over here.
You moved 70.4.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
throw
went
a
to
hand
nope.
axe.
You gonna throw a hand axe? All right.
Doesn't 8 hit?
You throw the hand axe, whizzing through the air, nearly hitting Varus, and not anywhere near the warg.
I'm sorry, Varus. It looked like a warg at that angle.
I swear to God, Barnaby. if you-
Even though Varus is unconscious, you can feel his malice towards you. He remembers.
blaming on
He
Logan.
remembers. Not even a day ago, you guys nearly kissed
and became friends in the same
and
day.
became friends in the same like walk.
It started with a kiss. How did it end up like this?
Oops, ignore that.
You're good.
Move
Don't worry,
behind the
stop.
rock and I will end my turn.
Yeah. All right. So, Varus, now make a death saving throw.
Draw.
Where is that?
It's a flat D20, I
Oh
believe.
no, it's right. It's that you can press death saves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just click death save.
It's right next to your hit dice. Stu uses guidance. It tells him to go the other direction.
It tells him to get the
Never
heck
come
out of
back.
here. This
That's
party
what I
might.
meant to
Still
do.
time.
This is the equivalent of playing an MMO, and you've got that one noob that runs into the dungeon, not quite knowing how classes work, and the rest of you just go, "Oh my god!" and turn around and go.
Pull the Leroy
Yeah.
Jenkins.
You gotta be careful where you walk your tiles.
I didn't know where it was looking.
The only reason why it didn't notice you guys was because of the bell ringing, so it wasn't really paying attention towards that direction, and because it was so preoccupied with the food in its mouth. All right. So did you roll that death saving? So
If you get a 1, it counts as 2 failures.
he's gonna roll a character already.
Oh, sorry.
But if you roll a 20, you get back up.
Yeah, you just get straight back up.
Mhm.
And then the warg's gonna eat you
Again.
again.
The other ward comes by, notices you got
It doesn't notice anyone else.
I refuse.
Well, you do get up. It's just that you can choose to still lay down and pretend to be dead.
Mhm.
I would stay down and pretend to be dead, because
Yeah.
if they hit you without that meat in its mouth, thank you, Archer. You're probably dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's just one failure then.
yeah, so mark one failure on your death saving throws.
Yeah, you just click one of the circles.
All right. All right, Stowe, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move to the rock down.
Which
Going to
direction?
that rock.
This one?
No, the other one.
Where Barnaby is?
Yes, that one.
Okay. Move your token however much you want. You only
Plus, if
you're still within your movement range.
Yep. As long as you don't go
30.
past 30, so everything in here is fine.
Mhm. All right. So what else do you want to do?
I'm gonna aim my crossbow. Aim my crossbow at the orc.
Okay.
Let's
So-
see that crossbow.
You got it.
Kill the warg. Please.
Let's...
Yep. Just click the crossbow. Should be everything
Yeah.
should be set up for it.
Yeah, so on your player sheet, just hit the light spell.
Hang on, and go.
+5.
All right.
Ah.
And
Oh my.
Not going
Going
well.
so
No,
well.
this is not going well.
So
All
then
right.
we-
So Stowe, as you heroically go by right next to Barnaby and stare at Varus, you actually take a quick second and just go scowl at him. You aim your light crossbow at the warg, and the bolt just whizzes right by its ear. You're all you just think to yourself is like, dang it. All right. Any
Sight that off.
yeah. So then that's pretty much your action for this run. All right.
On and go.
Motoyasu.
I'm so dead.
Get out of the way. I'll show you how it's done. Here's that spear for you, buddy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What
the
Good lord, he did it. He rolled a 10.
Oh
He didn't
my
even roll a 10, he rolled a
goodness.
5.
Hell yeah, I rolled.
Oh my goodness. So, as another projectile goes right by the warg's ear, it's starting to get really angry that you're all missing. Just the one, other than that one really good bolt from far away. But the warg, even though its intelligence is not that high, already knows that none of you did that bolt.
David's the only one who's helped me so far.
Hey, I gave you the spirit by your body. You
I
got this.
missed.
Good try.
Any extra actions or anything that you have that you want to do?
Oh my god.
Okay. All right, so now it's the other warg's turn. The other warg is actually just still eating the other piece of meat. It's actually turning up its head and it notices you guys, but it's still preoccupied because it has the biggest piece of the meat, while the other warg was more like smaller and like less vicious looking.
You broke a wishbone, and the one that's attacking me got the smaller piece.
Essentially, yes. So the other warg is trying to finish its food really quick, and then it was staring straight at the cleric.
Oi! What you looking at?
At least it ain't me.
All right, so it skips its turn for that. All right, now the main warg that's attacking you guys, it's assessing the situation and noticed that all of these projectiles just suddenly missed, and it's like it goes towards the nearest person and stares at Stowe, and he's gonna go walk straight to you, and he's gonna try to hit you with a bite. So that's gonna be, let's see. All right, you successfully dodged the bite from the warg. You actually hold up your shield enough to where its teeth actually grapple onto the shield instead, and you're actually holding it off for everyone.
Ha, nice try.
All right, now it's David's turn.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
All right. Get your head in the game, son.
Alright.
I hope.
So, now that someone is actually within range of them,
Mm-hmm.
I actually get advantage.
Yep.
I'm gonna reload my crossbow and fire off another shot.
Okay. So with advantage. Ooh, you hit the crap out of it.
Yeah!
off the
Bang! 7 damage. I did 20 so far.
Yeah, you've literally done all the damage.
Yeah, in on move.
Oh boy. All right. So another bolt whizzes straight into the same exact spot where the last bolt hit, crushing the other bolt and going straight again into its neck. It howls really loud. Now you can actually hear it, even though the bell is still a tiny tad louder. It gets really
Kinda
mad
hard to
and it
keep
wants to
so
run,
high.
and it's aiming to run straight at the source.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Okay. All right. So Barnaby, your turn.
I'm going to move in, and I'm gonna deliver a mighty punch.
Okay.
Wait, that's not a disadvantage. Shoot it in the neck twice.
You accidentally
You
must have
just
clicked
want to
that
smack it
disadvantage.
on the
No, John put that on me the other day, I think, when we were
No,
messing around.
I didn't. I did not change any of your things.
Why do I have disadvantage then?
Here,
don't have disadvantage.
yeah, just fix that and roll again. I'll let you roll again.
It's on the
Alright,
toggle.
Cause
how do I,
Like,
where
do you
is that
see,
at even?
like right above initiative, do you see like the 3 buttons?
It says advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
I don't.
But honestly, that isn't that. That's everyone rolls twice because you didn't turn off that toggle. I mean, turn it off. So you actually roll the 1.
yeah,
and
you
then
technically did
roll
roll the 1.
Okay, go click the gear in the player sheet,
Okay.
and then there should be on the very far right. There should be roll query. It's like the first option, and then set it to advantage toggle.
Only roll. Okay, so there we go. So normal. Okay, that's
And you
what
can
it was.
also change it so you can have auto
Advantage
damage
or-
roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So am I re-rolling that, or are we just saying fuck it?
You did roll a 1.
Yeah, you did technically roll a 1.
Well,
So-
a 1 and a 7.
Well, technically, we always take the first one anyways. So we gotta choose the first one.
Yeah, because
Alright, well,
disadvantage looks like this.
Mhm. All right, so you run up straight to the warg and you try your best to give it a mighty punch, and then you hit it straight in the tooth, and then your hand is all like super sore. You're just like, ah, that really hurt. You kind of chipped the tooth a little, but the warg really did not care.
Alright, I will use my bonus action to punch it again.
All right, make another hit. If you roll another one, you're getting eaten.
I am not going
Toss your
to.
three.
Hey, I won't be the last one. I won't be the first to die.
Alright, here it comes. All the rage of a dwarf in a single blow. Yeah.
You hit.
Nice. Finally, someone else did damage.
I know, right?
Okay, and then I roll 1d4 plus 3. Max damage 7.
Nice.
Ah.
All right. So how do you wanna finish it off? Do you wanna knock it out? Do you wanna actually just kill it outright? What do you wanna do?
Punch it so hard you snap its neck.
No, you punch it so hard its head explodes into gore.
I'm gonna input the
Dwarf
dragon
fortress
punch
thing.
and uppercut.
So you're gonna uppercut it?
Yeah.
All right. After your embarrassing first punch, you somehow regain your focus, and you look at it as it stares straight back at you, wincing, and then you give it the biggest uppercut you've ever given as a dwarf up into its face, cracking all of its teeth together, and actually breaking its neck in the process because of the bolts still inside its neck, and and it falls down dead. The other warg actually does notice that.
Suck it.
He's just teabagging the org.
Cool. All right. So Varus, make another death saving throw.
Okay.
I'm on 20.
Yeah, I'm literally just like, please. Oh boy.
Actually,
That's a success. So put 1 on a success.
Gotcha. And I have to get all 3 checks in order
To stabilize.
Right.
by the way, I was gonna move back over before my end.
Okay.
After my movement, I was gonna move over to
Towards
get
the other
my
one.
hand axe back.
Okay.
to.
Then
When I get back up, you are all gonna be touched.
you only have 2 of those a day. Just letting you know.
Don't worry, Boris. You can start with me.
But also remember, you can't really talk. You're knocked out.
I know. I'm more just saying this out of context.
So the characters don't know that yet, but everyone, like,
Yeah.
you guys know.
I have this odd, eerie feeling that something's gonna touch me.
Actually, roll a what's a good check for this?
Insight.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Yeah, sure.
You do have this odd, strange sensation that something bad's gonna happen after this battle.
Oh,
And
well,
they
got to
and
turn off advantage.
yeah, but David, you're none the wiser. You're more focused on this battle that's going on right now.
Okay.
Motoyasu is just like, why do I get the feeling I'm gonna regret saving Varys's life?
All right, so Stel, what do you want to do?
Oops, hang on. And
Yorkie's gonna move.
I'm gonna move right here and then aim my crossbow.
Okay. All right.
Yes, it can work.
Sure. Take your shot. And make sure you're also getting rid of your bolts each time you use them, unless you want to retrieve them.
Oh, he is missing, so they're not
Mhm.
broken.
All right. So with that crossbow hit, it actually just goes straight above its head. You were nowhere near it. It does notice that you are really trying to kill it though, so it gets really angry and is about to pounce towards you.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Okay.
I go
Motoyasu.
over here and I grab my spear and I throw it again.
All right. So make another throw.
I
How
turn
actually
around
how
and say,
far is
this
it
one's for you, buddy.
to your unconscious friends? All right. So as you turn around and go heroically look at Varus, and you're just like, "Don't worry, buddy. I got you. This one's for you." You throw with all the might that you have right now. You just chuck the spear, and it lands straight into your foot because you forgot to let go. And you'll take 1d6 damage.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
You take 1 damage.
Oh, shit. Double one. Oh, boy. I need to stop making these fucking attacks off to you. You're horrible.
That's your fault. That was my fault. You're the one trying to be all buddy with the guy you threw a dwarf at.
Oops. I accidentally got rid of them.
This
Hey, I
is
prefer to be
not
called visual
karma
people.
in any way.
Oh God, that was too funny.
Oh god. It's
So
awful.
this is what D&D is like.
Pretty much.
Great, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Why are you all the way up here? Okay, so after that, the warg finally gets its turn. It actually took a second. It just looked at Motoyasu, and you can kind of tell that it just nodded in like disapproval. And then it runs straight at Stowe and then tries to bite him. So
Bark.
let's see. It's gonna shoot. Does a 14 hit?
I don't think so. I thought
Probably
he had
not, because
16
I think
minimum.
yeah. All right. You did. So what, Stowe? You did exactly what you did with the other work. You have its teeth gnarled into your shield. The shield is very sturdy, and you're holding him
Very
down.
tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, part of balanced breakfast.
And you're just looking at your party members. You're just internally you're thinking, do something already. And the warg is still like attached to your shield. Okay, dead warg. All right. Should be. Wait, I accidentally went through
You
the
skipped me.
Yeah. All right, David, your turn.
Okay. I am definitely just gonna shoot this thing.
'Kay.
I get advantage, so
Yeah, you hit.
Oh wow.
this
Yeah.
is what I built myself for.
He's gradually getting stronger.
Just keep firing.
His crossbow bolts will blot out the sun.
All right.
Alright, 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. This crossbow bolt didn't feel as like impactful as the last couple.
I wasn't aiming in the right spot.
But you also do notice that this warg is slightly stronger and meaner looking than the last one.
Right.
So maybe it might just be a mix of the two. All right. Any other action?
No, I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. Barnaby.
I'm gonna roll a medicine check and try to help resuscitate Varus.
Okay.
Don't worry, me boy. I was once a doctor.
You roll a 1, I swear to God.
You make the bleeding worse.
Actually, a 14's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like if you have water.
14, yep. So Varus, add a extra save to yourself.
Oh, I just thought it was just stabilize.
Is it
They
just
don't have to
stabilize?
do saves anymore.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Varus, you're stabilized, but you're
You're still unconscious.
yeah, you're still unconscious. So you're not dying anymore.
So I'm at 0 now, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, you're
And then I'm
basically
gonna
0.
go move and retrieve me hand axe.
Okay.
And then that is my turn. I'll step forward a little more. Then that's my turn.
Okay. Let me get this giant X off of you.
Thank you.
But you do have this face now.
My friend, I got you.
I can't respond. I'm unconscious still.
I know you appreciate me.
All you can do is just be glad I'm still breathing.
God. All right. So what do they actually do if they're unconscious and they have their turn? Do they?
They just do nothing.
lay
They just
there,
do nothing?
Yeah, they just lay there.
Okay.
Unless someone puts a potion into his mouth.
Yeah.
Or heals him.
actually heals them.
Yeah, using
Okay.
spells.
All right, Stell. What do you want to do? You have the warg right in front of you, just newly shot in the neck, but it's still like its teeth are still somewhat in your shield.
I attack with my mace.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nice. 15.
Hey.
Yeah. You
Nice.
do hit it. So with the mace hit, you hit it straight in the face. It really just gets super angry. It doesn't even care about anything that's going on the side. Like it doesn't care that these bolts are flying from the left, and it definitely does not care about the blonde dude.
You're gonna care in just a second.
So now
Get
the
spear out of my
warg
foot.
the warg is getting ready to attack you again, and this time with the vengeance. So let's see, take 5. Get
I'm
that.
still laughing over the "I got you, buddy."
All right, Motoyasu.
I pull the spear out of my foot. I hate this thing.
Go get him, lad. You got this.
Move up here and I
The rage of a dwarf whirls within you.
Actually, Barnaby, roll a perception check.
I can do that. 12.
You do notice that while you walked by towards, because this is around the time you did that super cool uppercut against the other warg, so you were still kind of like, wow, I'm so freaking cool. You didn't know,
Shit, I'm so cool, guys. Did you see that?
but you got the tail end of Motoyasu lifting the spear out of his foot.
Oh boy. You gotta put your best foot forward.
The bell is still really loud, by the way, so can't really tell what you're saying.
You got to put your
Why
best
hit
foot
this
forward.
All right, so with the halberd swing, halberd's 10 feet, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
I put it there. It says it.
Okay, cool. So with the halberd swing, you hit it straight on its side. You pretty much make a huge gash on its side. Like you can almost see like you're not exactly in the guts yet, but you can see you're definitely under the skin. It's really bleeding now.
That's quite a bit of damage. Jeez.
Yeah, that's some good damage.
When I actually hit stuff,
When
yeah.
you actually hit.
Stabbing yourself in the foot
And
and
all I
whacking
had
your
to
finger.
do was stop believing in Varys.
All right. Now the
was
warg is really angry because it doesn't understand what it wants to do. It's got hit in the face by a mace, and then it just got slashed in the really badly on the side by this really annoying blonde kid.
Like, this really annoying blonde kid.
But it does notice it's been having a hard time hitting Stowe. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna go a little bit towards Motoyasu, and he's gonna take a bite. So, let's see. D20. Does a 15 hit?
Hell no.
All right. Let me see what your thing is actually. Let's see. All right. So the warg barely bites at you. You actually hold it with your halberd, like you're holding its teeth down, and you yell at the party. You're just like, finish it off. It's barely on its last legs. And then I want everyone to roll a perception check really quick.
Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Oh god, I'm not gonna see shit.
But Josh, you're with disadvantage
I'm with disadvantage. Okay.
because you're far away.
Oh, I can see stuff.
11.
11. Okay.
Do you need a 10 to be successful?
It depends on.
It depends on the situation.
Gotcha.
General rule of thumb: 10 is pretty average.
He sees real
Oh,
good.
hell, that perception.
All right, and then Barnaby.
What am I doing?
Perception.
Perception.
Maybe. Don't do what?
Oh,
Oh
nice.
my god.
All right,
Five.
so you can actually hear Motoyasu actually say that really. It's like the loudest you've actually ever heard him. Even though the bell is still super loud, his voice actually overpowers it. You guys actually feel like, yeah, let's finish it off right now. It's definitely on his last legs. But David's more like, what?
What is that idiot yelling about now?
Probably right.
Okay, so David, now it's your turn.
Okay. I'll just shoot off a quick shot. Just
Cool.
boom. Oh, oops, I still have it on disadvantage.
Yep.
But
just give-
you are still in threatening range, so it should technically be advantage.
Yeah,
If it's
26.
advantage and
Okay.
disadvantage.
All right,
it's,
so you hit. Roll for damage.
Ah, you seem to forget, Andrew. We're not in sunlight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But yeah, 10
Okay.
damage.
Nice. How do you want to finish this off?
Just I want to get one straight between the eyes.
All right. Okay. So while Motoyasu is holding off the warg with his halberd, he's just holding it, going back and forth, going towards your direction, and then towards the bell. But as soon as you see an opening, the warg turns straight at you, sees and it just sees this bolt fly straight between his eyes, and it just sits down and it just goes down lifeless. It's just dead. It
It's an
can't.
instant kill.
It's just an
Ragdolls.
instant kill. It had no reaction whatsoever. All right, congratulations, guys. So you guys finished your first battle.
Yay! I did nothing.
You survived.
You survived, Varus.
Finally, I got to watch the hilarity of someone stab themselves with a spear, being nice to me, and a gnome trying to punch it, and then somehow magically become One Punch Man and just shatter its skull.
Aye, that's be the power of the dwarves.
It's a very impressive power indeed.
Okay. All right. So what are you guys planning on doing?
I'm going to
Motoyasu,
this
are you
really annoying fucking building?
okay? So you guys are gonna prepare to get to that building?
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Are you guys just gonna leave Varus on the floor? Because that's
I'm-
okay too.
No, I'm gonna try and carry him.
Yeah.
The dwarf
Okay.
can carry him. They're really good friends, I think.
I have 13 strength. I could feasibly carry him if he's not too heavy.
I have 11. I'll help out.
All right, let us go, friends.
All right. Make a strength check, all three of you,
2.
or two of you.
Whoops! Damn, I keep forgetting to turn off disadvantage.
Yeah.
You want me to just re-roll it?
Yeah. Just reroll it. I need to go to my next.
Even
page.
better.
Nice.
Cool.
Athletics. A 7. A mighty 7.
All right, so it's actually David who's putting in all the work carrying this really, not actually that heavy, but kind of heavy for David and kind of light for you, Barnaby. But you guys are definitely able to hold him up.
Okay.
Oh, I really like how this cuts off so much vision.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to ask something. In regards to the death saves.
Mhm.
Once I get
Oh, once the battle's over, you can reset it.
Yep, it's
I
all
can
reset.
reset it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
I
just
wasn't
0-0.
sure.
Yeah, so
Right.
so don't worry. It's not like you're gonna fall down again and then you'll die like the next
The
time because
next
you have
one,
to.
yeah.
Right.
So it's all reset.
I just wanted to know if like the checks that I had made carried over or not because
They don't.
No, they don't. They're just all back to 0.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Front.
You're actually in the back. You could actually, you can you can kind of tell what it is. You want to just roll a regular perception check for me.
Bam.
You know it's a graveyard. You can actually tell by all the tombstones that a lot of them are kind of fresh, not exact. There's definitely looks like it's a more recent,
Recently used.
recently used. And one thing that really pops out to you guys is that it says there's just a whole bunch of words just like don't forget Nandar or Nandar like massacre written in graffiti, and it's very interesting to you.
Andar Massacre.
Also, and the bell is right under you. This is you hear it right here. You're really close. But it Barnaby and David noticed that the front door is right here, and you didn't.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna drag him inside.
Okay.
Aye.
So you guys are gonna bring Varus inside the building?
Yep.
Cool. Here I'm gonna move you guys really quick because I'm gonna
Just
reveal.
carry him Metal Gear style.
I'm gonna reveal a new area to you guys. If you guys actually want to bring your if you guys want to bring your tokens to the right really quick, it's gonna. I'm
Right?
gonna to all the way to the right. You guys are gonna.
Here?
Oh wait. Actually, don't because you guys are gonna see some stuff. Never mind. I'll do it for you. Don't actually move your tokens that far. So I wonder if I could just do this. Whoa. There it is. Well, you guys are weirdly sized. Okay. So don't move the your regular tokens you have right now. Go to the right. I just made you guys some fresh new tokens.
Wait, where are we going?
To the right.
How much?
I need to resize David and Varus though. It's a little laggy, but I can make this work. All right. Do you guys see where I wanted you guys to go?
No.
I didn't see it.
All right, so it's to the top right of the screen, kind of.
Like over here?
Like actually to the top, like right. If you go to the darkness.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Do you guys see your new tokens I made?
No.
Don't mess with your tokens that you have right now. It's to the
Oh
right.
wait, there's more
Yeah, there's more.
somewhere else. Wait a minute. Let me zoom out.
Yeah, so there should be a new like area made for you guys.
Like, is it up here?
Oh.
Top right.
I think I see it.
I don't have. I can't see anything
Like,
with my tokens over there. If there is a token
I see
over
it.
here.
yeah, like with the view that you currently have, just use the window scroller. Just go straight to the right.
Oh yeah, I did, but my token still. I don't see vision.
Huh. Let me make sure that your token does get vision, because you should. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why it doesn't do that, but no, I'll just let this. I'll fix it up real quick. 1 second.
What's that blue color? Oh, there they are.
Fix that up. I'm guessing the same thing for Barnaby because I don't know if that fixes up.
Yeah, I can't see the tokens.
I can
Okay.
see mine.
Yeah, I can't see the other ones either.
Okay, I'll fix it. 1 second. Still trying to get used to using this advanced fog of war and this dynamic lighting. The dynamic lighting is really cool though.
It really is.
Ooh, it's gonna suck like trying to make multiple tokens for you guys though, because it's like kind of lags the game a bit. Stowe, can you see yours?
You mean this one right here?
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Josh, you should be able to see yours.
Go anywhere?
Right.
Yeah.
From where we're standing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
And
There's mine.
then what do you call it? Varus, you can see yours.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? You guys are essentially at the front door.
Okay. Well, I did say that I was dragging him in.
Okay. So you're still dragging him in. So
Yeah.
feel free to go in.
Is there any like pews like we can set him down in?
You kind of notice there's like a slight bench that people usually sit down in.
We'll set him there for now.
Are you gonna walk in that room?
No.
Okay. All right. So you set him down onto the bench, but you guys still can't really hear each other. It's still like obviously you're at the source of all the
ringing.
ringing. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're in. So
Can
you're.
anyone help this thing? Guy.
You guys want to
Don't look at me. I ain't got anything.
You guys want
I
to make
don't have any healing.
You guys want to make any checks or anything, or?
I'd like to do a check of the room.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Feel free for all of you guys to do it too.
You don't see shit.
Oh. Okay. Wow. And then Moteas actually. All right, Barnaby. You got really enraptured by something that looked like.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah. You get.
Watch. I'm gonna have a 1.
Oh. Yes. Oh
You
my
rolled
god.
a 1 as well.
Oh my
I
god.
was.
All right,
This
Barnaby.
is a host.
All right.
I don't
Moteyasu
even
and Barnaby.
know what this place is. Where am I?
All right. So
Wait,
Barnaby. Yeah.
Is this perception or investigation?
Investigation, but your perception works well. The same.
Okay.
It's pretty
Well,
much the same.
okay. I'll take the investigation.
That's
Either way,
what
you got
you.
Okay, you're fine either way. You would have gotten pretty much the same thing. But all right. So, but Barnaby and Moteyasu, when you guys walk into the building, you guys think it's a brothel.
Yeah.
Nice. It'd be a weird looking brothel, boys.
Yeah, like you notice that like there is a giant statues of like everyone already knows that it's Lathander and the other god, but you guys just think that they're like the matrons, like the actual like wow these this is what the babes look like, even though Lathander's a dude.
Didn't know Lathander was such a player.
Yeah.
What a stud.
So now you guys are getting really
this
excited.
isn't my kind of brothel. I'm out of here.
And then while everybody else, everyone just notices it's just a run of the mill temple. It's kind of normal, especially for Stowe. Stowe is very familiar with this kind of like this setting. Like he knows where everyone usually goes to pray, where everyone just sits and listens to the sermons and everything. It's mostly empty. Just the only thing that you guys notice is really the obviously the benches that you put them down, put Varus down on, and the stained glass windows that are still peering moonlight into the building. But you guys do notice there is a back room.
We go check out the back room, I suppose.
I'll point it out to everybody else.
Okay.
who thinks it's a brothel.
Can I make
There
a
are babes in that
on
room.
Stowe
Can you do what?
to see that he knows everything about this whole time? Just to be like, this guy's an asshole. He didn't tell me that this was a gay brothel. That I'm in here, and he's totally into this.
Sure. Go ask Stowe about it.
Stowe, did you purposely not tell me that this was a gay brothel?
I'm still feigning ignorance.
All right. So Stowe just turns his back at you. Like he really doesn't want to deal with you. Either because he couldn't hear you because of the bell, or just because he just did not want to listen to your like foolery.
I do the whole, my eyes are on you, with pointing at my eyes and pointing at him.
Roll dexterity for that.
Oh
I
God!
swear to God, please fail. I want to see what happens.
Yes.
You do it successfully.
You're gonna poke your eyes like Three Stooges.
All right.
Knucklehead.
All right. So what else do you guys want to do?
I guess I'll check out this other room. I'll
Okay. Anyone want
open
to
the
take
door
point or
slowly
anything?
and take a peek.
I'll be behind him.
Okay. So you want to take a peek into the door? You guys want to open it slowly? Do you guys want to just open it completely? What do you want to do?
Open it slowly and take a peek inside.
Okay. So you open it. Do a stealth check for me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding?
I know what's your +5.
Just roll like that, apparently.
The ringing of the bell is so loud it just distracts you. You're just thinking to yourself, you're just like, oh, this just needs to end, and you're just not thinking like clearly. So you just slam the door open, and then you in the door. Let me just pull these guys out. Let me.
I don't like the fact you said these guys. Oh no.
There's one. There's two. All right. So as soon as you open the door, you did see a glimpse of what they were doing. They were just swinging on this rope. You can tell that it's actually the rope to the bell. They were just enjoying. They were going, ha 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 ha! This is so fun. So, and then they stop as soon as you open the door, and they just stare daggers straight at Barnaby. And
So, I don't suppose either of you two know how to heal a guy?
they brandish their scimitars. Roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Okay, I have my thing selected. Initiative. I'm going first.
Wow.
I got a 22. Nice.
Wow. One
Where was
less
my luck when I fucking played Pathfinder the other day?
No one knows.
Fucking 7 nat 1s.
Ouch.
Where is there?
Don't worry. Like I still love the gets a 20, gets a 1, gets a 20, gets a 1.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
was beautiful. Or Tyler. Tyler and his legendary gets like fucking 4 20s in a row.
What is the odds of that?
Very, very steep.
high.
Okay, so let's see. What I need to roll for these guys is.
But wasn't Tyler like missing the entire time? It's just anytime he hit, it was a crit, but anytime else, it was a miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
17 and 5. Why can't I?
Is there anything I can possibly roll to get myself back up, or is it literally that they have to find a way to heal me?
If we
No, we
take a
have a
short
way.
rest,
We have a way to heal you.
Yeah, we do have a way to heal you. He just refuses.
Yeah.
He
Uh,
just
I
refuses.
was gonna say if we were able to take a short rest, you'd be able to roll some hit die and get some HP back that way.
What if this wasn't safe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. Carry on.
I
Okay.
pick
just
up
wanna see how-
Varys' unconscious body and I throw it at the goblins.
Don't you dare!
I swing Varys like a great club.
It's like the episode of Get
Alright.
Tommy just holding me by my ankles. I'm just
Yeah,
a
just
stick.
There's a picture of like a dude swinging around an elk, and like it was just captioned with "When the Druid and the Barbarian team up."
Just gonna move. I need to make sure you're all there. So, do you have yours on the thing? On the turn order?
I have it.
14. Oh,
Yes,
this.
is on the turn. Everyone's on the turn, but Stowe and Mecca still has it on there.
And
Okay.
Varus, because he's not part of this.
Yeah, Varus is not part of it.
Motoyasu picks up Barnaby and rolls him like a bowling ball into the enemy.
Oh yeah, go Mike Wazowski.
No, no, it's that
Why do
one
we have
fucking scene
two?
from Hook. Lost boys as he rolls down.
How his legs are able to come all the way up to the bed.
All right. So, let's start this off with David. What do you want to do?
Well-
There is a dwarf in your way, and there is also a human cleric in your way. They're both fairly burly.
But are they next to them? To the
The dwarf's actually a pretty slender dude.
Yeah, he's slender enough for you to actually like sneak a crossbow bolt or something through, but the goblins are still kind of hidden a little bit inside the room, a little in the
Okay.
doorway.
so
Doorway.
they'd have, I'd assume, cover. But
Yeah, they have cover at the very least.
but are they next to each other? Like the goblins and my dwarf friend?
The dwarf, if you can tell, let's go. The dwarf is right next to one of the goblins. The other goblin is not. It's kind of a little bit away.
I
on
want to
the other
shoot the one that he's next to.
Okay. So, take a shot. Let's see. Take a shot with disadvantage because of cover.
Okay, so advantage, disadvantage.
That just
Roll
can't
average.
do a normal roll.
Yeah.
And he hits.
Yeah. You hit the goblin.
Bang. Damn, that was almost a 10.
Ooh.
The little dice roller thingy.
All right. So you shoot it straight in the arm, and it just screams in pain. Ah! 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 It was enjoying its life just a second ago, and now its life is ruined.
Its life is ruined.
His arm is actually starting to come a little bit off just because of the size of that bolt in comparison to its frail, small body.
Just remember, I'm small, so that like a heavy crossbow, but small.
Yeah. Okay, so any other action you wanted to do?
No, that's it.
All right, Barnaby, what do you want to do?
Take a swing with the hand axe.
Okay, take your swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely hit it. Just barely though.
Oh no! God damn it! No, I wanted damage. Shit. Oops.
Well, there
Wow,
goes your
that'd be
other
crazy
hit.
damage.
That is I messed up. Let me do one of these.
Nice.
You clearly messed up.
All right, so what the how do you want to kill it?
Just gonna smack it in the head really hard.
So do you want to knock it out, or do you want to actually, just kill it outright?
Yeah, we'll knock it out for now.
So the goblin, it just swallows in pain because of the bolt in its arm, and then suddenly a dwarf just jumps straight on top, and it's like knocks him straight in the head with the blunt end of the hand axe, and knocks it out cold. Its arm still bleeding. Okay, the other goblin notices and is starting to panic and trying to look for places to run.
Yeah, Barnaby's gonna just yell at him, "Get the hell out of here!"
All right. So, Stowe, what do you want to do?
I'm actually gonna move out of the way.
Oh,
though.
yep. And yeah.
I'm gonna offer to carry Varus.
You're gonna carry Varus?
Mhm.
He's just on the bench. You just really want to carry him in this battle? Because that's okay with
Oh,
me.
Carry him into battle.
Do you want to brandish him as a weapon? I will let you.
God.
I'm not that cruel. I'm just gonna head towards here.
Okay, so you're gonna head towards
I
the
could say
other goblin.
otherwise.
You want to head towards the other goblin? Cool. What do you want to do?
I don't see the other goblin.
Oh, it's right in front. It's right in front of you. Yes. Do you see it now? It's like hiding behind the words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see it?
I'm gonna go over here and then
Mhm.
attack with my mace.
Okay. Swing.
Mm. All right.
All right. 12. 12 does not hit. So, as you swing your mace at the goblin, it does have his shield, and he does parry. He actually skillfully parries you as it tries to still frantically run away. All right. Motoyasu, what do you want to do?
Moto.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in here because I don't see nothing. Okay, there he is. I don't have to do that. I'm gonna hit him, or try to hit him.
Okay.
I hope to hit him.
All right. Let's hope for you to hit him.
Remember, the rage of the dwarf.
Oh my god. I am never. This goal is ridiculous.
This just in, Motoyasu quits D&D.
That's fucking 5 ones already.
Oh
I'm going one after one.
All right. So you notice that you're in actually a really tiny room. You pull out your gigantic halberd, and you're staring straight at the terrified goblin. And the goblin's going like, hey, he's holding up his shield, like all scared. And then you pull out your halberd and you take a swing and nearly hit Stowe in the back.
Boy.
And
Sorry.
then as you swing, you hit the rope of the bell, and it like pulls the halberd right off of your hand and into the haystack next to it.
You know, I think the best part about that,
And then the bell just rings slightly. Ring.
I think the best part about this whole thing is that me and Moto have been the biggest liability in this entire adventure, and Moto hates me.
All right.
Well, there was something in my eyes.
Roll persuasion.
Was it the glint of man, Motoyasu?
Persuade the team.
Okay, I believe you.
I'm good at this.
You.
Wait,
All right.
Can I roll an
You
insight on that? I don't believe.
Yeah. Roll against insight. Yes. Roll against insight. So everyone roll insight.
Damn it! I believe him.
It's gonna be hard to beat at 21.
That was close.
God damn right he was. You only had to roll a couple higher.
I'm gonna be real with you. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So, as you say that there was something in your eye, you actually just start going, oh, you're just completely pretending that you're just trying to scrape something out of your eye, and you go to the nearest water trough that you notice inside the other room, and you're just like shoving water into your eyes now in the other room. You're just like, oh man, that's the only reason I couldn't hit it. But everyone does believe you, except for Varus, who's knocked out. Oh, and Stowe, and Stowe
Oh,
completely
so-
believes you. He actually forgives you for like almost hitting him and knocking him out.
He's a very forgiving character.
Yeah, my
I
parents
like,
always told me to forgive.
I like how when you said except for Varus because he's unconscious. I'm just imagining like he he suddenly gets this weird feeling coming from Varus's unconscious body,
He's just
as
like,
if it's calling him out.
like
Oh.
God, Motoyasu. I feel like he's doing something bad right now.
You defeated and throwing a dwarf at me, and yet you can't kill a single goblin.
Not a single goblin. All right. So, now it's the goblins, the dead one. Oh no, no, it's the it's the goblin's turn. So as the goblin notices the Motoyasu walk away, it was too afraid to actually like take a swing at him, even though he was kind of near, kind of like he did not want to take that actual uh, chance, just because he noticed how fast the other goblin got knocked down. With tears in his eyes, he starts trying to run away. He notices that there's a window really close by and starts running towards it. See, Stowe, what do you want to do with that? Do you want to make an opportunity of attack, or do you want to try to grapple him and hold him down? Do you want to try to chase him? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna chase him.
Okay, you chase him. Make an athletic checks for me.
Why didn't you go grapple? I thought you had grapple
Yeah, well, it's whatever he wanted to do.
He's gonna leap out the window.
with him. Gonna hug him. I'll save you.
Stabs his own foot again.
Hey,
5.
I don't have
Ugh.
that equipped right now.
Let me roll for this.
Oh, right.
me
You
roll
cleave
for
your
this goblin.
toes off.
Surprisingly, you
In
beat.
the other room.
Surprisingly, you beat the goblin to the window.
Okay.
So
Yes,
you,
with a little 5 athletic.
What's a 5?
yeah, with a 5.
With a
That's how
5.
bad the goblin rolled. So you beat the goblin to the window, and now it's just terrified, and it has no other option, and takes a swing at you with the scimitar. Let's see, he has scimitars, and he does actually hit. So you're gonna take 1d6 plus 2 damage. So let's do roll 1d6 plus 2. So you take 6 damage.
Now that actually hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, as the goblin actually takes that really terrified swing at you, just knowing that it had no other option, it was actually surprised like how like easily it was able to get to you. It's starting to get a little bit more confidence, but not enough to actually shake off its jitters. Okay. All right. So it's gonna be David's turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna step inside
Mhm.
and see what the heck is going on.
Oh yeah, because you can't actually see, can you?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm right next to the guy now, right?
Mhm.
Shit.
The goblin notices you walk straight up to him. He's a little terrified, but he's ready.
You know what? This ain't worth my time, and I'm just gonna leave.
Okay, do you want to just disengage from that, or?
Yep, just disengage. I'm going in the other room again.
Okay. All right. All right. So as David the kobold just walks into the room, notices that Stowe is actually in some decent pain. You look at him, just kind of nod and walk away, and go back to the other room. Do you say
Now,
anything to
see,
the
you
other
actually
guys?
hit something. I feel confident in you.
Do you say anything to the other guys?
It's like I have confidence in you, Stowe. And I leave.
Okay.
Poor Barty.
All right, Barnaby, it's your turn now.
We gonna move ahead and we're gonna go in there with the hand axe.
All right. The goblin's just a little confused that the kobold that just walked in, stared at him, and left.
Yeah.
Nice.
That enemy got to the point.
Oh my god. Well, I didn't see it, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh my
Flashing water in my
goodness.
face.
What the fuck is with all these ones?
I know,
Dude.
right?
All right, so you brandish your hand axe. You're ready to hit the goblin. Still pretty terrified, but he's still pretty like a little confident that it's just because it's just you two. You grab your axe. You're ready to swing, and then you hit the wall right next to you, and you just hear, and your hand axe is just stuck, and then the goblin is just like and then takes a hit at you actually. So he actually takes a swing. But he does miss because the you did shake the temple just enough for it to actually get a little a little unsteady for him to actually hit you with that swing.
God damn, that's a strong swing.
Now I will follow up with my unarmed punch.
All right.
Go!
Okay.
You can punch good, but you can't hit anything with that axe.
Apparently, I just gotta drop the axe.
Yeah, apparently.
Let's become a monk.
He is a monk.
I'm a monk.
Oh. Whoops.
Do more monkey things.
With minimum damage, I strike him gently across the cheek.
The goblin, a little shaken up that it missed his attack, does feel the force of your punch. It goes, ow!
Now leave, or else you want another caressing.
The goblin just squints at you. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
The other goblin is still unconscious. Varus is still unconscious. Stowe, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna run away.
You gonna run away? You want to disengage, or do you want to just get out of its reach?
I'm gonna move out of its reach.
Okay, so disengage then. Because if you disengage, you can't take any other action. If you do get out of his range, you could
disengaging.
without you'll get a possible hit. But you could still do a regular action as long as you don't move past 30 feet. Which this room is definitely not 30 feet.
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, so just move wherever you want. That's still within your 30. Alright, so you move to the corner of the room. The goblin's just slightly confused. It felt like it was about to die soon, it was about to die, but now it's just more
It's thinking everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's getting ready to. You can tell it's getting ready to hop out the window again, though. All right, Motoyasu, what do you want to do? You're still at the trough. You just finished wiping off your eye. So, you gonna get back inside the room and go straight to where Stowe was? Alright, and you're gonna swing?
Hey.
Hey, nice.
Holy shit, he actually hit something.
I know, right? Okay, so do you want to kill it with this attack, or do you want to actually knock it out? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I do that, and then I skewer him, and I yell out, "Ha-ha! Now that this thing's out of my eye, I've got this."
All right, so now that you're not using your giant halberd and you're actually just using your plausible spear inside this small room, you actually do hit the goblin. While the goblin gets skewered straight through its stomach. It's screaming in pain and it's crying. It's like ah, 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 and it slowly just loses its breath as you exclaim, "Ha ha! I told you it was something in my eye." And the goblin is now lifeless on your spear.
Yeah, get this off.
Get this
Uh,
off.
All right. So
Okay.
okay. It's, yeah. So that's good. All right. So we're out of
Good job,
combat again.
everybody.
Good job. All right. For the treasure, let me see. Do you guys want to investigate the goblins at all? There's still one goblin that's unconscious.
Yes, loot the goblins.
Yeah.
All right. Which goblin?
I'm gonna go over to the unconscious one and tie him up with a rope first.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say.
Do you have a rope?
Yes, I do. I have the dungeoneering pack.
Okay.
I'm pretty
So-
sure everyone gets it just through the starter gear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in the starter gear.
I think most of it's like all regular hemp rope if I remember correctly.
I think
Alright.
I'm the only one who doesn't have that because I didn't use I did the magic stuff.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So the goblin that was unconscious, what he had. Let me see. His name was Beta? No, his name was Fark. So, on his sack, he has 3 empty vials. They used to you can tell it used to contain some kind of liquid. Someone make a religion check.
Stove.
Like a religion check?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't believe in gods, as clearly told by how I don't know what this place is.
Okay.
Solid.
So Barnaby, you can tell that it was 3 vials of what used to be holy water. You can you can actually see from its drooling mouth that it did drink all of it.
Oh, God.
Cool. And
The
then
holy drool.
and then also in its sack it has a small tiny box. It's just a little amount of gold, or not even gold. It has 37 copper and 15 like silver pieces. So not very much in like retrospect, but still it's something for that you think a goblin would have.
I'll leave the money. I don't need it.
Okay.
And pick up my halberd.
All right. You have
I'm
your
gonna
goblin.
go and check on Varus.
Okay.
Just kind of left him in the other room.
Yeah, he's just kind of asleep in the other room.
I take the money.
All right. So just add that. Are you guys all right with that?
Just splitting it
Do you guys?
evenly.
Well, it depends
I
on whatever.
take the money.
Are you guys just gonna let him? What are you guys gonna do?
I mean, we'll divide it later, but yeah.
Okay, so just add that to your sack,
What is it?
Motayasu. It's let's see, 37 copper pieces and 15 silver pieces, or SP, which I'm guessing is silver pieces.
Probably.
And what silver?
15.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys checking on Varus? What are you guys up to now?
Yeah, we're checking on him just making sure he's all right.
Are these
There was nothing else in the room with the 2 goblins, right?
Let me double check and make sure. Yeah, it was literally just the goblins swinging on the rope, and you just noticed them with the bell.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look around.
Do we want to take a short rest? And
Yeah,
Let's catch
let's
his
rest
breath.
up for a bit.
Okay.
I guess in that time, I'll retrieve all my arrows that I shot at the wargs and the
Okay.
minus the one that split in half.
Area's clear.
You can double check. There is not any noise going on anymore, so it's oddly quiet in comparison to how it was when you first entered the village.
Okay.
So, all right. So you guys gonna take your short rest now?
Yep.
All right. So Stowe and Varus. Varus, you're back up now. You actually do wake up. But we do just roll your hit die so you can get your heal.
And hopefully it's not a 1.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not one.
it's your
It's your
HP
class.
die plus your con is
Yeah.
how much HP you get back.
Yeah. So just hit or just click on the hit dice button on your character sheet.
Yeah.
4. So, Varshu, you heal 4 out of your 7.
Okay, that's not bad. It's basically more than half. So.
Okay. And then, Stowe? And, Moteyasu, you just heal your 1 that you were missing from your spear wound in your foot. Stowe, you heal 4, so you should be at 7 HP now.
So what I
about that?
miss? I was just having the greatest dream.
You missed absolutely nothing.
Well, we took out some goblins. We had a very hilarious moment where Motoyasu had something in his eye.
Oh no!
Yeah, totally. I got it out though.
Hey
Killed
Moto,
that goblin.
let me ask you something. Why is your foot bleeding?
You
No, it was just the warg, you know, that thing that got you. It got some of it on my foot.
Okay, I get you. I
Well,
imagine it was a pretty epic fight, guys.
oh yeah, it was quite epic. Motoyasu, what a man.
Yeah, sure. Roll against your insight check, Varus. So roll insight.
Okay. Let me just.
I'm so glad I put.
Your charisma high.
No, I didn't. It's a +0, but I put it a proficiency in persuasion.
You.
Oh no!
So, Varus, you can tell that all he's saying is BS. Even the part with the thing in his eye.
I come over to him and I say, "Just so you know, I was actually well aware of how you did in that fight. Even when I was unconscious, I was very aware of you stabbing your foot. You freaking liar."
Everyone, roll a perception check. See if you can hear what he just whispered.
15, not bad.
16.
Stowe, you can kind of hear the mumblings, but Barnaby and David, you hear it completely.
At least Stowe believes in me, and that's all that
You were
matters.
lying about something in your eye?
No, definitely not. Right, Stowe? He believes
Yeah,
me.
it's true.
See, 2 against 2. Good enough for me.
I believe it's 3 against 2, lad.
One of them does not count because he was clearly unconscious.
He,
While you guys are arguing, you just hear.
Oh yeah, go.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
the
back.
goblin.
Wait, you guys tied up a goblin?
I wipe this one off my forehead.
It's just that wiping away sweat beam.
Yep.
He's got the towel dabbed to his forehead.
So, all right. So the goblin is tied up. We're using all of his force. But he's too weak to obviously break out of the well-fine rope you guys used to tie him up. And he's just screaming in pain because his arm is still like kind of a little off, but still like he's still like a bit stabilized.
I'm gonna like give him like a little slap and just tell him to calm down.
All right. So as you give him that forceful slap, he actually gets louder. He's like, why? You already know ice hurts.
If you be quiet, we will let you go, okay?
With what? One arm?
Unless you'd rather die here, I say, raising my fist.
It's okay. How? Did you? Is Beto still okay though?
Yeah, he jumped out the window. He left.
He jumped out the
I'm gonna roll a perception check for
He's right
for-
behind us. Oh,
Wait,
for
can we even confirm that
for
you
Var?
took the body off your spear?
yeah, I took that off.
So
Okay.
so this goblin is just frantically looking around the room and notices the skewered goblin in the corner, and it goes,
oh.
"Ah,
Was-
Beto, no!
Is that the one you were talking about? We're talking about the other goblin.
Okay, listen.
I can tell Beto's markings everywhere."
In all fairness, I didn't kill him, if it helps.
We didn't kill him. No.
He helped kill them.
You can see like the pain is no longer just physical pain to him. It's a
It's
lot of
emotional.
it's a lot of emotional pain. He's just thinking about like everything that him and Beto went through swinging on that bell, and that's about it.
It's like a montage moment with the soft music.
Yeah, they were having so much fun swinging on the bell. Essentially, yes.
Do
So now
anything for
he's a little bit
love.
calmed down, but not in like the not in the I'm gonna die, in more of the I'm really sad and I just really don't like to talk right now kind of moment.
Okay.
Shut up!
Okay, well now what do we do?
Oh,
What do we do with him now?
good question.
I say we ask him.
I say we let him go.
I mean, I'm all for that, but if he, on one condition, he gives us information.
I was about to say we should ask him why they attacked this town.
The goblin is just kind of like staring straight at the floor. He's just still kind of sad, but he's obviously listening to what you guys are saying.
What do you think our first question should be, though?
What happened to this town, and why were you ringing that stupid bell?
Probably a good place
It's
to
just
start.
looking at
Yeah,
looking
we're
at the
kind of
floor, and
annoying.
it's just it still has all the tears in its eyes. It's like we 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 did not, we just came to this town. There was no one. All the people they were already gone.
So it was a ghost town.
I walk up to the goblin and kneel down in front of it and ask, "Were the boulders already here?"
Yes, yeah, massive boulders. Still, I remember other day when before we came to town, we hear massive booms on the floor, massive boom boom, and we just came by and noticed if we can finally come in.
Interesting. So
Okay.
everybody was already devastated by the time we got here.
Oh, and I was ringing the bell because it was fun.
Makes sense.
Indeed. Can't fault him for that.
Is there any more of your people here?
There's lots, many of us. I don't know what everyone's doing, but me. He's trying to say Beto, but he's all like really hurt trying to say his best friend's name. But we just came in and play. And yeah, he just starts sobbing like uncontrollably again.
You know, in all fairness, you drew your weapons on me first before we even got a chance to speak. Like, technically, this is all your guys' fault.
It was self-defense.
He's still crying.
I'm not sorry for you. Like, I'm sorry it happened, but I'm not sorry for you.
I go to inspect the door.
Which door?
The door that Barnaby slammed open.
Okay. You notice it's a door.
Can I notice, like, did any damage to the door from being slammed?
It's slightly off its hinge, but you can't tell if it was from Barnaby pushing it or the fact that it was already slightly unhinged in the first place.
Ah, okay. I was gonna try and.
Defend the goblin.
I was gonna be like, to be fair.
Is
but-
there? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is there anything I can do for the goblin's arm?
Make a medicine check.
Target practice.
All right.
My medical opinion? No.
All right. So you're thinking of many ways. You feel a little sorry for the goblin. So you're just like, maybe there is a way. And you just
Maybe
couldn't-
there is something we can do.
and you're just thinking,
Sword.
and you were just thinking to yourself, you're just like, wait, we're here to get rid of the goblin problem. They get paid. Why?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess we should put him down, huh?
I say we let him go.
I say, yeah, double that.
Yeah, let's let him
Don't
go.
ever come to this village again.
You pretty sure he could go back to his tribe tribe and tell him what happened. Pretty sure that's gonna be what happens next.
I promise I no tell tribe. Tribe don't even like me. Only Beto does. And Beto's dead!
Okay.
I'm very sorry for what's going on.
I'm gonna use
here-
insight. Is he telling the truth?
Let's see.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
really
probably.
not have
If you
friends?
can't tell if he's telling the truth or not.
you didn't
Okay,
unsure
I
if he's
believe
telling the
you.
truth or not. Okay.
Stuff. You can tell that he actually does mean it.
Alright.
He's very sad because this
Okay. This is
you can
the-
tell, you can actually tell that the Goblin tribe doesn't seem like they're very.
Damn it! Even I
Yeah.
even I have to feel sorry for him.
Yeah, you can feel that the Goblin tribe isn't actually like super in sync and close together. In
I'm
this
gonna try to pop his arm back in.
okay, sure. Medicine
This is
check.
that medicine check. He's good at this.
Oh lordy.
He's really good at
Oh.
this.
He's a doctor.
He is a
It's gonna
doctor.
hurt a bit. However,
All right, so the goblin is just sniffling and still crying, and he just like sees the cleric that he almost killed come up to him, all silently and stoically, and goes towards his bleeding, nearly off arm, and just holds on to it, and all you hear is
here, bite on this.
yeah. So yeah, you give him like a piece of twig in his mouth, and he's like, and then the snap of a happens, and he's like, and it just slowly goes away, and he's like, he spits out the twig, and he's like, feels a bit better.
I ain't gonna give him a pat on the head for being such a brave.
Okay, I think at this point I will untie him and let him go.
Okay, and then what do you call it? Are you guys all fine with letting him go now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm unsure of it, but I'm fine with it.
I mean, I'm still really unsure of it too.
My insight says, "Damn, he's actually telling the truth." I was
I
gonna throw a
would
spear at him
ask
as he
the
left the
goblin.
building, but
I would ask the goblin to promise to not cause any more mischief before letting it go.
The goblin looks at you guys, and he's just nodding his head. It's like, Vark can do no more. I never play with Belle again.
Go ahead and skip town, make some new friends, live a good life and all that.
Yeah.
All that jazz.
And it stops by his friend Beto's corpse, and it just gets really teary-eyed and notices that his sack is still untampered with, and then he grabs the sack and then leaves.
Okay.
he took my loot.
Hey, are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna do anything about that?
Not to cause any mischief.
All right. Are you guys okay with letting him go now? Like,
Yeah, I'm
completely? Okay. All right. So
yeah, let him go.
you notice that he's just far off in the distance now. You
Just
can't actually tell.
walking
That
away.
he's just solemnly walking away.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we made the right choice there.
Oh yeah, this totally won't bite us in the ass, I'm sure.
Vark the bugbear comes back. God. All
Church
right.
is now on fire. Uh-oh.
So, it is getting to that time. It's getting to 10 o'clock. So, this seems like a very good spot to actually stop for the night.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
that was pretty good.
I enjoyed that. You guys did wonderfully out there, especially you, Boris.
Good job, Boris.
100%.
You only gave 100%.
I tried to give it 110, but I got mauled in the process.
That is the life, though.
All right. So,
No, that was my life.
cool. Yeah, you guys enjoyed it. All
That was
good.
that was good. That was
That
good.
was awesome.
Cool. All right, so we'll continue this again next Sunday, same time, so 7:30 to 10.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, and then
Well-
for those of you guys hanging out inside the stream, thanks for chilling. I know a couple of you actually did stay in here, if any. Uh, Definitely is a really cool thing because this is Varus and Stowe's first D&D session ever, and this is I haven't DM'd in a couple years, so it's definitely really cool that we're running this again. It's definitely super fun. But yeah, have a good night, guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll be back next Sunday, 7:30 p.m. PST.
Cheers, everybody.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.